How's everyone doing? Good? Good.
Kai, I got to ask, when's the last time you hit a 79-yard punt?
Saturday. Saturday was the last time. Yeah, that was the longest of my career, so that felt good for sure.
I guess, have you? What was the closest you'd come to that before then, if at all, if you remember?
So the closest would probably be last year. I had the 273-yarders. Those are the next closest, but never anything like that in high school for sure.
What's it like being on a special teams unit that does something like that? Have you ever been involved in a game with 2 block punts on the other side or anything like that?
No, I mean, all my years growing up playing football, I don't even think I've been a part of a block punt, maybe one in high school. But then obviously last year we had those against Eastern Illinois, and then Saturday, that was crazy. And it's just such a momentum swing. And even as a specialist, I want to obviously see other specialists succeed. But obviously I like seeing our team block those punts and change the game like that.
Kai, how are you at Holder? Obviously, I think that somebody else took your place last week, but do they like you going back in there? Is that spot kind of been taken away or what?
No, so I should be going back at Holder this week. We just kind of worked through it last week, talked about it, and William Joyce ended up holding on Saturday, and he did a great job. So I'm proud of him, and he stepped up.
Yeah, going back to the momentum that the special teams had on Saturday, what's the attitude been like amongst everyone on the special teams? Because a lot of times the special teams don't get mentioned until it's up. When you had such a spectacular game and really played a key role in winning that game.
I think everyone just now is excited about special teams way more than what they already were. Seeing the success we had and how really special teams was a game changer on Saturday just kind of gave everyone that belief that, that part of the game can be the deciding factor, which I really like seeing the guys involved like that and giving all their effort because I know that I'm in the right hands, especially with Coach Lembo and Coach Beamer.
Hey, Kai, for you, I mean, just personally, how does it feel, winning the Ray Guy Award this week? And then how much of a boost does it give you, especially since this is week 1 and you had a great game?
It makes me feel really good. I was, fortunate enough to be able to play in the first game, and I just I didn't have too much practice, but I got as much mental reps as I could. And so I felt confident going into it, had a good pregame warm-up. And I didn't know, actually, I knew I was on the list, but Coach Beamer told me this morning before practice that I actually won the award for the week. So, I'm super stoked about that. Got to give, obviously, all the credit to the cover guys and Coach Lembo and Coach Beamer. But definitely gives me a lot of confidence going into the season and the next game, for sure.
Can you walk us through the injury, and when it initially happened, did you think you would have a chance to get back for the first game, much less punt as well as you did?
Yeah, it was. I'm trying to think. Right before fall camp started, I was at home. I was just punting, and it was just kind of one of those freak incidents that really doesn't happen. But obviously, Coach Beamer and Clint, they have all the specific details and all the the scientific stuff, I like to say. But I was optimistic for sure. I knew I was in the right hands, and I definitely got ahead of schedule, which was good to see. And before I knew it, I was punting again, walking, running, and now I'm good to go.
Kai, 2 quick things. What's it like working with Coach Lembo? He's kind of got a unique personality about him. And is the way you guys played on special teams this week, what kind of boost does that give you to heading to the start of SEC season this week?
Working with Coach Lembo, obviously I've had a year under Coach Lembo now, but it's just different every day. And people say you gotta love what you do, and I love what I do. I love coming to work, as you could say, with Coach Lembo and Coach Beamer being my boss. But no, he keeps it fun, energized, always changing it up, using the different World War II terms or whatever he comes up with. I know he mentioned that the other day in his interview. That was funny. But now moving forward, I guess guys are buying into his system more so, or the new guys even. We see a lot of those young guys stepping up. It's good to see that, and everyone's just kind of trusting Coach Lembo and knows that he definitely knows what he's talking about.
Kai, I was going to ask, what was on Coach Lembo's history lesson this week? Did you have anything good? Or
we actually haven't talked about anything so far. Okay. But
what was the atmosphere like on the sidelines for you guys on Saturday as, Coach Lembo, calls that fake field goal, and then you have, the 2 block punt, you have DQ, who's a freshman, running that one in. was that like for you, as a veteran to watch from the sidelines?
It was crazy. I always love seeing fake special teams plays, whatever it is. And so I saw Hunter going out there. Obviously, we knew on the sideline what the play was being called, and I'm going around. I'm like, yo, Hunter, like, he's going to get the first down. He could score. And then I'm just praying. I'm like, please, Hunter, don't do anything stupid. But luckily, he had a little bobble, but he caught it and ended up running over a guy, I'm pretty sure, from what I saw. Give him a lot of credit. And so I'm going crazy with the other guys. It was like me, a bunch of the specialists, Jesse, the tight end, too. But we were all dancing, throwing up the towels, all that. So that was just really fun for us.
Kai, you mentioned dancing. I think Coach Beamer got on social media for his dance after that first block punt. Who's the better dancer of the two of you, you or Shane?
That's tough. I think with creativity, definitely Coach Beamer. But I think if I got some time and kind of, you see whenever Sandstorm's going on, I'm trying to come up with new ways of how to kind of throw my feet around and throw the towel around in the air. So I might have him if I got some time, but definitely him for sure.
Kai, how often when Coach Limbo brings up one of these references, a movie or book or whatever, do you guys immediately have to look it up? Or does he go ahead and tell you what he's talking about?
It really depends. And most of the World War II stuff, we kind of know what he's talking about, but once he starts diving into, hundreds of years ago, no one really knows what he's saying. And so he has Coach Weber pull up like a quick YouTube video or something just to kind of show us what it was. But it keeps it fun in our room for sure.